This week's Tri-Series is for the Automobili Pininfarina Battista. It's a massively high RQ electric car. Really low 0 to 60. Let's see if we can win it. Mike on top right. Hey, I'm Mike. This week's Tri-Series is for another big hitter. This is the RQ98 Automobili Pininfarina Battista. There's only two in the game. This is the slightly lower RQ one, but that doesn't make it a lesser car. It's got an epically low 0 to 60, good top speed, okay handling, going to be useful I think. Let's start with the Quals. Good place to start. This is the first of three events we will be covering. In this event you can win a BMW, a Hyundai and a Holden. Not and, or, depends on the tier you land in. This event also gives us a pack, and that exposes what the tags are for the final event. Let's have a look at the track sets. Okay, we've got a couple of wet and a dirt. One of the wet's quite fast, and there's some snow which is basically the same as dirt, and a big old drag. So we need Nissans and Peugeots. It's a funny collection of cars, and the RQ isn't massive. It is big enough to run a couple of good cars, but it isn't massive. 345. So what I'm running is a Peugeot 205 Pikes Peak. It's fully maxed, it's a great car. I've got the Nissan, it's got one upgrade in it. I've got two different Nissan Skyline Ultra Rares, and my final car making up the RQ is a Nissan Bluebird with standard tyres 4-wheel drive. Let's see how we do. G-force will be perfect, 1 mile will be okay. I mean, this is a beatable hand. I am very much putting all my eggs in the Pikes Peak basket. I'm hoping it's going to win me enough points to carry the rest of the cars, because I don't think I've got a top 10 hand particularly, unless that kicks in and gives me a good boost. Right, let's play again. These first hands will probably not be too taxing, hopefully. Certainly that's okay. That drag's gonna lose. Yeah. Never mind. It's one of those things, because of the lowish RQ, you can't blast it with legendaries, which is an advantage for me because I haven't got a lot of legendaries. But also, it does mean that I'm going to take wins and losses. Let's play our third ticket. Twisty hairpin, another twisty. Right, let's see how this does. This Nissan on the drag, it's a good car. I only ever seem to use it on the drag in that daily for the pre-70s cars. That was a loss. Oh, okay. So that was what I was saying basically. This is going to be a win-loss situation, and I'll probably end up somewhere in the 30s, 40s at the end. And it is what it is. It's not for anything important. It might be that I have to change my hand and work out a better hand. There's not much in the standard tyre stuff, so that really dictates the standard tyre car. But anyway, that's 3 wins, 1 loss. Let's play the 5th ticket and let's have a look. Yeah, there's a few epic drag cars like that Peugeot RQ98. Not really sure where I stand with that. In stats wise it looks better, but surely it's not better than my Nissan. Okay, that's a big win anyway on the first race. That's where all my hope... Oh, loss. Okay, but it's going to be a mess. I'm not getting top 10. Let's not worry about it. Right, I'm back. We've got 14 hours to go. I'm in 73rd. I'm not playing much because it's not a good event for me. I've swapped out a Nissan for the long drag stuff, which has used up some RQ, so I've had to put the Nissan Bluebird in. I've got the Nissan Skyline because everyone seems to be running that and I have it maxed. And that's really where I'm at. So I'm changing my hand up and we'll see if we can get higher than 70. Which is not great. Okay. Yeah, so that might be alright. I think the move to this Nissan Skyline GTR is a good move. It's got a good low 0 to 60. Right, that's a 100-point win. Win 37th. Right, okay, let's have another look. Obviously I've got to keep playing to get my ghost hand replaced with these new cars. I can't see this getting me top 10 either. I don't know who's in the top 10, but presumably they've got a couple of maxed legendaries, which I can't provide. Okay, Nissan Skyline wins again, and we win just by a few points. 17th, we are climbing. It'll be interesting to see if we can see what the hands are in the top 10. The chances are they're probably just people who have played a lot. You know what I mean? You keep playing your tickets and you keep beating the odd person, you can probably drop yourself in the top 10 with similar hands as what I've got. But it's not my kind of game. I don't like this too much. That's a big loss to that Peugeot. But it is a win. Good. 13th. Nice. Yeah, I don't like these. It's hard work when you bounce up and down so much. I'd rather be sort of stable in 70th than have the opportunity to come up to 13th and then go away and have my lunch and come back and find I'm back at 70. But never mind. What's this going to do? Yeah. Oh, we know that. Yeah, that loses badly. Right, but that's a win by 6 points. We're in 12th. We're struggling to get to 10, aren't we? Let's see if we can get to 10 with this one. Yeah, every time I load a hand, you see something like that Peugeot, the RQ100 Peugeot, and I get scared. Yeah, I mean, that's a big loss. Yeah, and we took a loss. Okay, 13th again. Yeah, this is not the event for me. I'm not worried about it. Okay, we're back with the results. I didn't get top 10, but I did get tier 3, which I was surprised at. So that's good. So let's see what the pack is. Volkswagen, Lancia, Citroen, Volkswagen, and a Holden Super Rare. Oh, and the Mitsubishi, and the cash, and the gold. Not bad. Okay, it's flags, it's cash, it's gold, and a few Super Rares. Okay, good. Right, we've got a tune-up to play. I'm going to play the ceramic round and get the last 5 rounds played on camera for you. Let's play round 13 for the ceramic and see if we get something good out the pack. Need something good for the final. I have a good hand for the final, but there are better cars that I could use. So let's see what we can do with this. It's a 60-point win for the BMW. 291 to 0. Let's see what's in the ceramic. Premium pack for the finals. Nissan. Fiat, Mazda Rare, Citroen Rare, Super Rare Hyundai, and that's it. I was getting excited. Okay, we're back with round 21 onwards. We'll just throw some cars in and hope we can complete this relatively easily and get the carbon fibre at the end of round 25. It's a good win, 321. It's a bit of cash, and we move on to round 22. Got a couple of drags, one's a dirt. Drag dirt is always a question whether you take an off-roader or you take a standard tyre car or sometimes a performance tyre car. But it's quite a short drag, so let's not worry about that. Let's see if this works. Should be alright. They're super rares, most of them. We should be alright. Okay, my BMW beats their BMW. 314 to 0. Get some cash, move on. Round 23. This is going relatively well so far. There's a couple of legends there. Are they beatable? I mean, we can give it a go. Okay. Yeah, it works. 284. Right, good. That was surprisingly easy. Right, round 24. Right, we've got the other BMW Legendary now. I don't think I'm beating that. Let's get rid of that. And we put that in. That should be pretty meaty. Yeah, let's go with that. I think that might look okay. Right, Mazda is pulling away. Yes, it is. It beats the Bavori. My Lancer does win. Good. Race 3. This BMW, I don't use it much, but I've used it a lot in this tune-up. It's coming in handy. Maybe it's a better car than I think it is. Come on, here we go. Yeah, BMW M3 wins. Good, against the Legendary. Nice. That's going to be one of my winning cars for the final, that BMW in green. Right, so that was a loss on the last race. We need to swap that car out and try again. We've got 55 RQ. What's that leave us with? Not a lot. We can put the Before in. Is that Before going to win? It's got a good chance, I think. Let's do it. Let's have a look. Okay, good. Hairpin wins. Let's skip it. And yes, it did win. Good. 254. There's our cash. This is the last round, round 25 for the carbon fibre. What's the cars look like? Can we just go with these? That doesn't look too bad, does it? What's the worst that can happen? Right, Mazda on the first. Mitsubishi versus Mitsubishi on the second. Yep, win, good. Third race is my BMW against the Legendary Audi, which is just trash. And fourth race, that green BMW. Right, last race, Before versus BMW. Can we get it? No, we don't. Okay, so we need to swap that out. Have we got any RQ to mess with? We've got 3 more we can mess with. Is there anything better? Not really. Let's have a look at the tracks again. What can we reduce? What can we reduce? I mean, we could just swap them over and give that a whirl. That might be okay. Let's see if this Before wins. It does win. Good. Right. So that should be all okay now. 265. That's good. Right. Here's the pack. Carbon fibre. Finals criteria. Rover. Honda. Dodge Caravan Super Rare. Hyundai Super Rare. Hyundai Ultra Rare. Nothing great there. Okay, we got Prelims event has started. We're going to have a look at it and we're going to join it. It's got 22 hours to go. We've got Mitsubishi in the first tier, Audi in the second tier, and the pack is for the finals. There are other cars in other tiers. The tracks look like this. There's 2 wet and a city, and a drag, effectively. And the last track set is all drags, apart from the 2 wet. So we're looking at 2 wet and a load of dry stuff. What I've got is a Dodge Viper in orange, Dodge Viper in red and black. I've got a Ford Indigo, which I really like, and I've got the Ford Mustang, which is just a great car. I've also got the Chrysler with standard tyres for wet stuff. Okay, let's go with this. You just got to keep your eye out for the wet stuff. Obviously, I've got slick tyres on that Ford Mustang. So certainly this opponent is not worth worrying about at the minute. There we go. Right. That puts us on the board. Right, let's have a look. Gold and a car and more gold. And that stupid pop-up for the racing objectives is going to get in the way. What have we got here then? Let's go, go, go. So this is good because they've got similar cars to me, but they haven't upgraded them. Oh, stop popping up, man. I don't know why it comes back and forward. Let's get rid of it. Come on. Right, so I've screwed up there, basically. I've lost a ticket because I exited while I was setting the cars up. So that was just, oh, great, and it's crashed. Right, so what's that caused me? What damage has that caused me? Right, I'm back in. I rebooted after the crash. I've taken a loss and I lost 2 tickets. So I've taken a loss I shouldn't have taken, and I've lost a ticket because of my stupidity of going into the racing objectives while I was in the process of racing. Which is annoying because they shouldn't pop up when that happens, otherwise people are going to lose tickets. I have learnt my lesson though. I will ignore the stupid pop-ups for racing objectives. I'm hoping they'll start going away when it becomes commonplace for racing objectives. because they're not necessary. You know, we all know racing objectives are there now. You know what I mean? They're like the ads. You know what I mean? You just look every so often and see if you've got some ads to watch. You should just look at the racing objectives, see if you've got some of them to watch and play with. You know, it's a pain anyway, these pop-ups. I don't like pop-ups. Let's keep going anyway. The chances are I've got some miles to cover now because of my loss and my missing ticket. But that's okay. You learn from these things. This is too many drags and not enough drag cars, isn't it? Never mind. Never mind. Let's see what this does. This will be interesting. Yeah, all the way. Good. Okay. 259 to 0. There we go. 42nd with my 3 wins, 1 loss and 1 nothing. Okay, 5 tickets played. There's 127 people out of 300 in the bracket. Let's try harder not to screw up next time we play this event. Right, I'm back. 8.5 hours to go. I'm in 17th with 12 wins. I'm off the tier 2 pace, which is fine. It's just a prelims. I always struggle a bit with prelims. I know I struggled a bit with the quals a couple of days ago, but prelims have always been bad for me traditionally, so I don't worry too much about prelims. What I haven't got, you see, is I haven't got any upgrades in those Dodge Vipers. And that causes me a problem. It's just not, to me, not worth upgrading. Okay, that was a bare win. 14 points over them. So we're in 11th now. Right, geez, here we go. Okay. Twisty, and then the wet G-force, and then we've just got to spread out the 2 drag cars. I don't know what's good and what's bad out of those 2 Dodge Vipers. No, they're not great cars, but they're surely better than taking the Epics, because I have that GT40 Epic fully maxed. Okay, so I've got to play 5 more to get tier 2. Let's not worry about it. Okay, prelims are finished. I got tier 3, that's plus 40. That gets me a super rare and a pack, including a super rare. Here we go, ceramic premium. Buick, Maserati, Renault Sport, Hyundai, Mitsubishi, and ultra rare Hyundai. That was a bonus ultra rare, wasn't it? I think. Yes. Yeah, that was a super rare tier. Good. And we get loads of flags. I like flags at the minute. Flags are my thing. Right, there is a tune-up trial which gets us an epic, which I'm really pleased about. It's a weekend challenge. I really needed stuff to do at the weekends. I find top drives at the weekends really boring. There's never anything to do. This is a massive challenge with 50 rounds. You get a couple of packs and a load of cash, but it's a challenge. I like a challenge. I've said it a few times publicly. I've said it to Robin and to various other people. We need more stuff at the weekends. So what I'm going to do is just show you the 3 key rounds, and then I'm going to go away and work on the challenge myself. Up to this point, it's been quite difficult actually. I find the uncommons and the commons and the rares quite hard to mess with some of these challenges. Anyway, Audi, Nissan, GMC, Skoda, and a Porsche. Okay, I'm back with round 40. This is for the carbon fibre. Let's see what we get. Now BMW is doing some heavy lifting again. And we've got 286 to 0. Let's see what's in the carbon fibre. It's just generic, remember, not to do with the finals. Citroen, Subaru, Vauxhall, Maserati Super Rare, and a Bentley Ultra Rare RQ52. Okay, so this is the last round for the prize car. This prize car is a great prize car, I think. It's an epic, it's a low-end epic. However, its top speed is just astronomical, and I believe the MOA is 120 something. It's going to be a great car. There it is, Audi Auto Union Type C Streamliner. It is a serious car with a serious top speed. Very useful, I think. Okay, finals are here. Let's have a look, see what we can do in the finals. I've got a pretty strong hand, I think. We are playing for the Automobili Pininfarina Battista, the yellow RQ105 prize car. Tier 3 is a Chevrolet and Tier 4 is a Porsche, etc. The requirements are front-engined, saloon cars, Asia Pacific Grand Prix, enter the Black Forest, non-prize cars. The track sets, there's 2 wet, 1 city streets, there is 1 track set with 2 city streets. That's the one that's my problem, I think. What I'm going to play with is these 5 cars. And these 5 cars didn't look the same a couple of days ago. I have my Lancia Evolution rally car, which I put the final fuse in. I have 2 Mitsubishi Lancer 6, which are both now 233. One of them was literally at 000 a couple of days ago, whenever it was. So I now have 2 of the most useful standard tyre car in the game, which is crazy. And my other 2 cars are 1 drag spec and 1 233 in the green BMW M3, which is a great car. And because it doesn't have the 4-wheel drive that everything else does, it really picks up its wins, hopefully. So here we go, let's get in there. Obviously the drag spec BMW looks shocking in the stats. That 95 handling doesn't look anywhere near as good as 98. But that doesn't make it a lesser car necessarily, especially if it's not racing itself. That was a big win for race 1, 50th after 1 win. There's 136 people out of 500 in the bracket. Top guy's got 11 wins already. Don't recognise any of the names particularly. Yes, I do. Okay, so it doesn't matter. Hopefully we'll be up with them at the end of this little set of 5 tickets. Yes, what was I saying about my Mitsubishis? The 2 standard tyre Lancers are, in my opinion, the best standard tyre cars in the game. I pulled one just out of a ceramic, a duplicate. I had it at 000. It's only like 10 days old or something. I was on the fence because it's so good what I did with it. I wasn't going to fuse it away necessarily, but I didn't know if I was going to 111 it or upgrade it or whatever. And then this Tri-Series came along and it became crucial to me winning a RQ105 prize car. I thought, you know what, there's worse cars to upgrade, but it is, weirdly, I have 2 of them maxed now. I don't have that many max legendaries, but I have 2 of them maxed now, which is kind of crazy. That's 3 wins. Get a couple of cards, 3 cards, and we're 28th. It is absolutely crazy that I have 2 of those maxed when I have other legendaries that I would love to max that I haven't bothered with. But that's how Tri-Series work. They force you into maxing things that potentially... Right, this is the City Streets 2 medium. Obviously my standard tyre cars are medium, so I could put them on there, but I don't want to because they win on the wet. So I need to monitor how much I lose by on the city streets using my BMW M3 green. Because if it's only losing by 60, 70, whatever there is, here we are, 66. So that's not bad. I don't mind that at all. That can take the loss on that track set. It's only 1 in 4 track sets. I'm okay with that. See, that Lancer has won 64 points. So it's not like you're trading off 50 point to 100 point or anything. So I think I'm going to just take the loss on that second city streets on that track set and not worry about it. It's not too much of a problem to me. Those standard tyre Lancers, the Mitsubishis, are going to do all the heavy lifting for me. Also my other Mitsubishi, the off-roader, obviously being a 233 maxed legendary, is going to do some pretty good work as well. The interesting thing about the off-roader, of course, is the norm is to take an off-roader at 323, effectively, and that's what it does best when it's off-road. But I spend so much time driving these off-roaders on normal track sets. As it is now, it's just functioning better at 233, so I've maxed it at 233. I've done that with a few off-roaders at the top end. A few of them are 323, a few of them are 233. Anyway, here we go. That's a couple of cars and some cash. Got stupid racing objectives popping up, and I'm not falling for that one again. Right, we're 15th, 139 people. Top guy, yeah, I said earlier, 11. So we're moving up. Okay, I'm 3rd. We've got 12.5 hours to go. I've played a few more tickets. I played overnight a little bit. That's the kind of way I work. When I wake up for a pee, I go and play. You don't need to know all this. But anyway, so we've got 12 hours to go and I'm sitting pretty good in Tier 1. If I drop to Tier 2, I'm okay. I don't see me dropping to Tier 3, hopefully, but who can tell, really? I don't know who's upgrading, and I don't know who else is joining the bracket basically from below that hasn't started playing yet. That's a win anyway for the first ticket, 14-1. I mean 14-1, I have taken a loss, but so is everyone else in the top tier. I guess, I don't know how. I mean, I'm taking a loss presumably on that double city streets track, because that double city streets track is my problem. But there's a lot of people taking these four-wheel drive performance tyre cars, and my little BMWs, my Epics, are pretty good against them. Right, so that's another win. Still in third. I'm just going to try and play every ticket, and we'll see at the end of tonight at 10 to 10 if I need to buy tickets to stay in tier 2. If I'm in tier 1, then I'm in tier 1. If I'm at the bottom of tier 2, I'm going to buy tickets and I'm going to hammer it until I get in tier 1. Not in tier 1, you know what I mean. I'm going to get myself the prize car by hammering tickets. I've got the cars to do it. I think the only way I'm going to lose this is by not playing. Right, that's a 250. That's good. 16-1. Right, some cash. Let's play again. Right, this guy's got 2 BMWs, but I don't think the first one is maxed. Or is that... That might be 323. It's probably 323, isn't it? Okay, so that's right for slalom, I guess. So that's going to be a loss. Okay, it is a loss. That's okay, though. You win some, you lose some. And I won 3 and lost 1. Okay, 17-1. Pick up a Ford Mustang. Right, okay, let's play this one. Okay, city, they're all city, really, aren't they? Forest Road and karting. Good thing is, because of that double city streets track set that doesn't come up much, a lot of people are taking 2 medium cars, and that gives me the advantage on 3 tracks out of 4 anyway, not obviously on the 1. So I'm at the top. There's no reason for me to be staying at the top necessarily. These guys are pretty big players around me, but if I can stay in reach of them, all will be good. Okay, we're back in with 3 hours to go. I am now clear of the danger zone. I don't think I'm dropping out of tier 1. I'm pretty safe. I'm going to play a couple of tickets and then we'll leave it, just monitor it. Maybe play a couple more at the end, but nothing particularly drastic. I think my 3 Mitsubishis has really done it for me this time round. Certainly, I haven't come up against quite that many as I thought I would of the other Mitsubishi off-roader that we've just seen. I thought I would see more of them fully maxed because I meet them in other events that we've done. So, yeah, pretty pleased that I haven't come up against an army full of those maxed. Obviously, my standard tyre Mitsubishis are picking up a lot of the heavy lifting. Right, the city slalom again is a win, 200-0. We're still in second. We're not going out of second. Second, third is my position, I think. We should be good. The guys at the top aren't playing much anymore. All the work has been done. Okay, 7 minutes to go. It's nearly 10 o'clock. I've taken 4 losses, but I've got 38 wins. Let's just play 2 more tickets, and then we'll leave it. Chuck them in. City and Forest Road. I have noticed a lot of people have maxed that other slick tyre car, the Mazda. Is it Mazda, I think? That seems to have turned up a lot over the last 24 hours as maxed, but it's not enough because the guys who have got it don't seem to have the rest of the cars you need to beat me. Okay, let's play this ticket. A couple of wet tracks, city tour. That 65 Epic, the other Mazda with the slick tyres, I thought was better than it is, but it's not. It's just got a good handling figure. It's just not good enough, I don't think. So that's a 250 win. We'll leave it there, I think. There's no point continuing any further with this. Right, results are in. We got plus 500. We got tier 1, position 2. Which is kind of awesome, really good. It was worth the 18 epics I used to max those cars. Crazy, isn't it? Mercedes, Infiniti, Mazda, Fiat, Peugeot, and a Lincoln. Super Rares, Mazda, Ram, Morgan Plus 4, Epic BMW, nice, good, and there it is, nice! I like that. RQ105, it's going to be pretty good. I think it's going to be a great asset. Let's go and add it to the garage, and good, that BMW was new, excellent, so let's have a look at it, yeah. RQ75 standard tyre 4-wheel drive, nice. We'll have that as well. That was a bit of a bonus. Right, let's 1-star it. It is my third best car. That's crazy. That's going to have to get upgraded when we get some fused material. But not at the moment, because we've got an update coming tomorrow, I suspect. Potentially Tuesday. There it is, 1.794, top speed of 222. Looks like a cracking car. I think it's going to be really useful. I will prioritise it as an upgrade in the future. And it is third in my garage, which is kind of cool. Very high RQ. Wicked! Thank you very much for watching. That's it, we're done. Please do subscribe if you're new to the channel. Otherwise, get yourself out of here because we are done.